The simmering tensions between nuclear neighbors, India and Pakistan, have reached a new peak, with both nations locked in a high stakes battle of narratives and military posturing. Following the devastating Pahalgam terror attack in Indian administered Kashmir that claimed the lives of 26 tourists, Pakistan's PM Shehbaz Sharif has been accused of mimicking the actions of his Indian counterpart, PM Modi. A series of strikingly similar moves between the two leaders and their governments raises questions about the nature of this diplomatic and military rivalry. Let's take a closer look at how Pakistan has mirrored India's every move. It started with a visit to the front lines. PM visited Adampur Air Base in Punjab, interacting with soldiers and showcasing India's resolve after its military Operation Sindoor, which targeted terror camps in Pakistan. A day later, Pakistan's PM Shehbaz Sharif followed similar suit, making a similar trip to Pasroor cantonment in Sialkot, meeting Pakistani soldiers and posing for photographs in a similar fashion. The photographs were almost identical, both leaders appearing alongside their respective military personnel, reinforcing their country's military strength. This coordinated effort to mirror PM Modi's actions sparked criticism that Pakistan was attempting to copy India's image building tactics. But this wasn't the only instance of mimicry. The tensions escalated beyond military visits. In response to the Pahalgam attack, India took the unprecedented step of suspending the Indus Water Treaty, a 1960 agreement regulating water distribution between the two nations. Pakistan reacted swiftly, calling it an act of war, and in retaliation, suspended all bilateral treaties with India, including the Simla Agreement, which governs the peaceful resolution of disputes between the two nations. It didn't stop there. After the terror attack, PM Modi convened a cabinet committee on security meeting to discuss India's next steps. Soon after, Pakistan's security committee gathered, announcing its own security measures in a manner that closely resembled India's approach. The similarity in the tone and the outcome was hard to ignore. India gave its military forces the freedom to decide on the targets, time, and the place for the retaliation following the Pahalgam attack. Not to be outdone, Pakistan followed suit. On May 7, the country's National Security Council authorized Pakistan's armed forces to retaliate at a time and place of their choosing. This was seen as a direct parallel to PM Modi's declaration, reinforcing the idea that both nations were employing similar strategies. In the realm of media, both sides have similarly cracked down on opposing narratives. India banned 16 Pakistani YouTube channels for spreading misinformation about the country's military actions, while Pakistan responded by blocking 16 Indian YouTube channels and websites accusing them of anti-Pak propaganda. It's clear that, at least in the realm of digital warfare, Pakistan is playing a page from India's playbook. Even in the words used to describe military actions, both sides have taken a similar tone. Pakistan, after retaliating to India's Operation Sindoor, referred to its strikes as precise and restrained, a language directly echoing India's own rhetoric. But what does all this mimicry mean for the ongoing conflict? Is it a reflection of both countries trying to project strength? Or is it simply a case of one-manship in a situation that's rapidly spiraling out of control? With all these instances in mind, it will be interesting to see for how long Pakistan's PM will continue to mimic India's tactic.